Why are you doing this?
Precisely. It's much. The children are desperate for you to...
That must be the guy Ayaka...
Ah, you must also... Tejima has protected this, keeping out the treasure hoarders. But now, all of a sudden, we will gladly apologize.
If you want my opinion, something to do with... It's clear that Tejima had done nothing wrong, and I can't claim to fully understand it. But I could tell that he'd lost something very important to him. Truth be told...
Seems like he's a... You must be Tejima. So what...
Me? It's not a question of why I want to leave, but a question of true. And what made me want to come here 30 years ago? I don't have answers to those questions, because I can't remember anymore. In the past, I knew I wanted to stay.
Okay. Well, Oh, maybe if...
Oh, that reminds... Oh, yes, yes!
Perfect! So if we...
If you don't mind, we will leave you to...
This looks like Tejima's... Let's see what we... Today, I went kite flying. Huh? I went to pray at the shrine again. Now that's the kind... So this is the Omamori Tejima wrote about. Interesting. Looking at the... But anyway, if he had... The soil must be something pretty amazing. It looks like Konda Village. Sounds so familiar. Where is that place? Huh. But he's been here for... Well, let's...
Well, I'll be... Still, it's clear over the years. How could I have forgotten something so love, regret? No. After all, it's as if she'd never been in my life. Although, when I think about it, like, how curious. I shall remain.
Tejima seems to be dealing okay. Seems it's just... That certainly explains... At least we were able to help... According to Miss Kamisato, the second one who lost their vision is a samurai from the Tenryou Commission. Commission is directly controlled by the Shogun. They're the ones responsible for maintaining. But why would they take action against one of their own? Paimon doesn't get it. Huh? There seems to be some commotion over there. Let's go see what's happening.
I'll ask one more time.
The entire clan is counting on that food. How many times?
You dare to
You samurai think you can just do whatever you please? The Tenryou Commission will hear of this.
What? We heard the commotion.
I see. This is Kurosawa. He's a samurai and a member of the Shogun's army. In the past, we'd simply ask him for provisions and everything would be delivered. Now, he's keeping the provisions for himself.
No one seems to care about us. It's no wonder all the visions.
This must be one of the people Ayaka asked us to help. But what? Maybe we should talk to Kurosawa.
I've never even heard of these. I don't know whether it's rumors or whether they're trying to blackmail me. My own family can barely get by as it is. And that's the first bit of truth I've heard all day.
Well, that's strange.
To be perfectly honest, all I know is that and it's not just.
Does it have to do with the missing emergency?
I didn't take any. To top it all off, my house was just raided by treasure hoarders. Which is why, if you don't believe me.
Huh. But we better we should be able.
We really outdid ourselves this time. All those samurai houses packed with goods.
You haven't seen anything yet. Today's just the beginning. I'll be leading you all. You demand.
These seem like the treasure hoarders we're after.
Wind blade! A touch of frost. Spirit blade! Oh, there goes all the mora. Come on, boss.
Not bad, kid. Kuros. So he's the one who's...
So what did you...
Food supply. I didn't want anyone else to see it, so I was planning... But now that you've caught us, how about we make a deal? That...
You've got a deal. Now show us what's in the...
Huh?
What the...
There's nothing in here but...
Yeah. Oh, and they all seem to be made out to the owner of a general goods store. We better talk to this Miss All. As for you guys, you're free to go.
So, we redeemed ourselves for some IOU.
Shut it.
Welcome to Tsukumomono Groceries. We've got or perhaps there's some... Ah, so you're friends of Kurosawa, I take it? Perhaps you're here to pay off his debts.
Whoa! Let's not... How did Kurosawa end up owing you so much?
Let me think. Kurosawa would come regularly to... However, the price of provisions began to skyrocket
So that's how he was getting those... But why did he have to purchase a usual...
Well, if you think of Kurosawa thought that, so he deemed it necessary to take on the debt rather than let the...
Wow. And no one ever appreciated what he did?
People's attitudes will always reflect their circumstance. If you ask, of course. As for what, if you're still curious, I see. That most unfortunate. If he doesn't clear the debt on his name, he'll have no choice but to sell that sword that is—
Sword?
Oh, didn't he tell you? I've asked him about its origins. He told me that it was a gift from his father. In hindsight, I regret that I never— Why don't you ask him about the sword yourself? Oh, but before—
But
Information is also— Don't worry. I won't charge much for information about Kurosawa.
at least we now know where the emergency provision. Let's go talk to Kurosawa.
I presented them with a choice. It turned out to be a real time saver, actually. Did you manage to track down the treasure hoarders?
That just about sums it up. It turns out that you really were distributing emergency provisions, but they were all purchased at your—
Strange. Is that really the kind of— I don't really have any such recollection. Even after all you've why was I purchasing emergency provisions for everyone? And why would I put myself in such— But I could not deny that when I brandished my sword to scare those two away, I could sense that my body was— This sword was one I remember once when I was young. I wanted to sneak out with the blade. What did he say? It would seem that all I can remember— And
Hey! Can you recognize the words?
virtue? Somehow those two words taking on seemingly endless debts to make others happy. I guess then, but what use are virtue and justice? The Tenryo Commission seized my vision, and the very people I was so desperately trying to help. And the irony of all of it is, I'm incapable of being a good—
Yet another trouble. When we get the chance, let's speak to Toma about Kurosawa's debt. The Yashiro Commission would— In any case, we must never let him sell off that sword. Yeah. Fortunately for us, let's go find the next part. The third person who had their vision taken is— Paimon heard that this is his dojo.
Nanako, don't— Those thugs that jump—
Maybe, but things have gotten
It's just because he's been possessed, that's all.
Hey there!
Who are you? I don't care whether you're trespassers or just here to harass us while Don't make me draw my blade, or you—
No! You got it so wrong. We just came here to,
Disciples?
Yep. But then we got here and overheard you talking.
From the way you're dressed, please, accept my— You haven't arrived at the best of times, I'm afraid. I see you are earnest in your pursuit. Sensei's name is Domon. Though self-taught, he once said that his— And so... But then...
Not long ago, Sensei, he says the strange Junya and I, but if I'm honest,
The Grand Naru.
You haven't heard of it? Not that we'd have any— So don't worry, Nanako. Since... The exorcism will take place this evening. You're both—
So, losing your vision can cause possession?
Shh. So you decided to— Just now, when she asked him who the— It looked like he was in great all the while he kept calling those names. One of them was Anzai. He used to be a fellow disciple. Sensei wouldn't stop calling him. The ritual has now begun. Please, excuse me for—
Huh? Who's that We won't let them get away! further up. Aha! Suspicious person!
How are you? Unless...
Excuse me? And what are you doing?
Bad news? I don't care to talk about
His senior?
Anzai. Yes, because I don't wish to see When we were young, we trained under the same... I had begun training 5 years before him, and everyone looked up practitioners of Meikyo. But Domon Sensei scolded. I thought so too. Only then did I... He was
Sure sounds...
Because until he arrived... Of all the disciples, Domon's arrived later. After that, I wanted... So, when I decided to quiet... So you see... Okay, you've heard my story.
Seems like we got it wrong this time. Still, Paimon's not...
What? Does that mean he's just lost his mind? But how...
Nanako, please.
I am sorry. With what powers I have, I can find no sign. But spirits may take a myriad of forms in this world, many of which I cannot claim to have witnessed myself. And all is certainly not lost. For I received word not long ago that
Lady Yai? Is that...
The head shrine maiden of the Grand Narukami Shrine?
Correct. Lady Yai is most knowledgeable indeed. I am unable to say for certain whether an...
Excuse me, Miss Inagi, but I must...
That won't be necessary. All that is required of you is your timely arrival at the Grand Narukami. I must leave now.
Who'd have thought Lady Yai herself would...
Do you mean to say that...
No, that's not what I meant at all. I just mean anyway, given that you've traveled all this way...
Sure! Who knows? Maybe...
shock.
Hup. Hup. He.
Do you think that's Lady Ai? Oh, no one. Also, is it?
Keep away. I gave up the art of the sword.
As you can see, Lady Yai. Domon has
Lady Yai, this is nothing. I'm sorry. It is but... yes. Unable to cope with the as one who is thrown in. As for what has triggered this
Stripped of his.
your school stillness of mind, freedom from all agitation. What a fine notion that there was once. Then, what Lady the path of the sword. It requires one to take their only a deep commitment when that ambition Poor Sensei.
I'm sorry, Father.
That's enough.
Huh? Isn't that Ansa? Did he follow us the whole?
Ansai, why are there two of you? You're here for revenge, aren't you? I knew.
You're right to assume that my feelings towards you are far from It's been so long now that I made peace with it years ago. I don't think most of the people you beat along the way would hold it against you. Now I know that, but that is no reason to.
But what if one day, I put everything I had into trying to become the best. But if there's a chance they'll end up like me one day, I'd rather.
Have you asked them what they think?
Sensei, I can't know what I want to keep going.
Nanako's far from the only one.
Goodness.
You see? You can place being stripped of your ambition is something that's never. So, you are not in the same position that I was.
I'm sorry to have made you. I no longer have the resolve to become the best in the world, but as your sensei, this is my promise.
You can count on that. I'd be checking in on you, but I am now used to the life. Well, don't just stand there staring at me.
So even though his ambition was taken away, his disciples can take it over on.
Traveler, a moment, please.
So, the wind that for us to meet now is premature. Nevertheless, you set foot on these islands at precisely the right moment. I have high hopes for you, child.
Ooh, Lady Ya, she seems super. Oh, Ayaka! Guess who fulfilled all your wishes? Huh? Ayaka! Huh?
Traveler, Paimon. I have heard all about how you helped our three.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wait.
Oh,
Oh. Okay, then.
back to the matter at hand. Thunders roar, but I believe that surely you and it seems that perhaps now you will? Really? Naturally.
All right, bravo, my lady.
See? I told you he wouldn't reject them. I'd place my trust in the right... Now then, given that the remainder of our discussion pertains to matters of...
Well, here we are.
Please continue with.
So, what's...
This is land that such privileges...
Oh,
Once the number of...
makes sense.
In any case... The almighty Shogun. I've seen her on, but only she inspires awe, commands respect, and it was her almost complete lack of any emotion. And that... The issue is this. After all, because of this...
How can they be...
Nevertheless...
Resistance?
Yes. To say a little more, but I do wonder... Of course. They invariably... It almost makes...
Ooh, Paimon has a question, though.
Oh? What?
Have you got a plan?
To be honest, we do not.
What?
Please, do not forget that
So,
Well, for the moment, for example,
you're telling Paimon...
don't underestimate the talents of the problem we are
Darn!
Yes. Exactly. I feel the same. When you are ready.
Just hand it over. You don't want any trouble with me. If you think you're elemental, believe me, you're not the...
Can't you make an exception?
So this is the Vision Hunt decree in action, huh? We can't just sit around and watch things... Psst! Hey! Huh? There's someone trying to get our attention. Come on! What's going on? Can't you see we need to go help? Shh! Quiet! Hey! This isn't... Huh? Shh! If you don't keep your voice down, I...
All right.
Wise choice.
What should we do now? He's already given up his vision. This is your fault.
Many thanks, Miss Euthymia. If you hadn't swapped me a fake just now, I'm sure
No worries. You put on quite the convincing performance.
Oh, so that...
Think nothing of it. Oh, right.
practically everyone on Hanamizaka...
Whoa, that's quite the...
Stop it. As for thanking me, you'd be better off thanking Master Masakatsu. He's the one that his handiwork allowed me to keep my own vision.
Yes, Master Masakatsu...
Master Matsukatsu?
Huh? Do you guys know him too? You don't say, but if I... So, what about if I join?
Sure, welcome to the...
Seems like I... So, Master...
Whoa, talk about...
Not bad, huh?
Time to bring...
do this!
Now that we're inside, this place is—
Come on, this way. As long as I certainly wouldn't want to end up locked away in here. We should split up. I've got—
you sure?
Yes,
Talk about a big door. Seems we need to collect something shaped like Magatama in order to open it.
Show me what you've got!
Wind blade!
Show me what you've got!
Submit for judgment!
no escape!
Watch your step! I dare you!
Wind blade! Disappear!
Allow me to strike first! Don't hold back! I need to train harder.
Come on, we can do it. Let's dance.
Who goes there?
I've lost.
This wall looks a bit odd. Maybe there's some special trick to it. These guys seem a lot tougher than usual. Paimon wonders if that armor over there has anything to do with the source of their strength.
Wind blade! From whence you came!
Let's dance.
Brace yourselves!
Soldiers, quick!
Show me what you've got!
You cannot match my—
Don't hold back!
Get them!
Wind blade!
Show me what you've got!
I won't forget this.
I dare you! Allow me. Strike first!
No one escapes my sight!
Watch your step!
With the wind!
Don't hold back! I need to train harder.
I'll protect
I
us.
dare you!
One with my blade. Wind blade. Spirit blade.
I've been bested.
Doesn't that Magatama shape look pretty similar to the grooves on the door over there?
Teach me a lesson. Show me what you've got! I dare you!
Disappear!
Let the show be.
Slash!
A touch of frost. Forth, my blade.
Don't hold back!
No escape!
Show me what you've got!
Wind blade.
Allow me to strike first!
One with my blade. From whence you came. With the wind.
Watch your step! I dare you! Bested. I need to train
Ready,
harder.
steady, go! I'll protect us. Let's dance.
A touch of frost.
No one escapes my sight. Let the show be. Shh! Quick! That must be.
Did you really think?
Oh no! If we don't come up with a way to break it. I can't.
Hey, you there! What are you doing?
Ma'am.
We were just teaching him a little lesson, that's all.
Huh? Who's that?
That's Kujo Sara.
Make way. Let me have a look at him. I'm sure you're well aware that torture is strictly against
Yes, ma'am.
If you are unashamed—
Yes, ma'am.
Oh. Hey, this is our chance.
Euthymia, are you sure now's the right time?
Who is that? Quick, go in it.
Yes, ma'am.
They're coming! Quick, hide!
Sorry. I didn't mean to. Don't worry, I've got us covered. Time.
Huh? Was that an explosion?
It sounded like fireworks.
Quick, let's hurry!
The fireworks!
Fireworks aren't just for festival.
Whoa!
Well, fireworks are my craft after all.
Look, the coast is clear!
Euthymia.
Master Masakatsu! Sorry we took—
Come on! We've got no time to lose! Oh.
Yes. Leave. Before I let my judgment get the better. He's in serious condition. Be sure he gets immediate But remember, once he's recovered, it won't be long until I bring him right back.
Well... you...
Yes.
Master Masakatsu.
Don't worry.
Thank you.
Don't worry about us. Just take care of Master Masakatsu. Good thing we were... Right. It seems as though... How about we go tell...
I see. I wonder if we should try establishing contact with her.
Unlikely. Don't forget, in her eyes, if our true mode—
True. We are now one. You're turning.
Indeed, but if we wish to mount any sizable resistance against the Vision Hunt, it is time we make—
There's no need. Things seem to have taken. Yes, which. And the number of.
A ceremony, you say?
I don't know.
Being in a constant state of alert will only tire us further. Toma.
I'd say a celebratory feat. Funny enough, I learned a new hot pot.
A hot pot game? What's that?
Simply put, then we take it in turn. Anyone who guesses don't you think it sounds like—
You really do want to play, huh? Well, sounds like we've got our work cut out for us. Time... Let's see what we've got. Nice! You can't go wrong with these. Paimon can't wait. Paimon never thought... This was possibly the...
You can say that again. But hey, at least I got the most points.
I'm afraid it's your own fault for adding all those strange ingredients, Toma. Even with a traveler's...
But weren't you the one boiling cakes and...
I must apologize.
Uh-oh. I feel like a new man.
You know, Toma...
Perhaps I did. I think my luck is up. So without further ado...
Oh, bruh.
Yes. And with the extra time?
Let's all take some much-needed time. Downtime is hard to come by. I'll tidy things up here.
There's gonna be a sequel?
Sure, why not?
Bye, Toma!
The books were more